Full table. I was 6 years old. Betsy stood me in front of the mirror and helped me dress for my first day of school. 8-year-old Nolly and I shared the bedroom at the top of the Bay. She and I were almost the same age and played together, but Betsy, at 13, seemed almost an adult to me. She had always seemed older because she could not run and roughhouse the way other children did. Betsy had been born with pernicious anemia. While the rest of us played tag or had skate races down frozen canals in winter, she did dull things like embroidery. There were many living at the Bay. Tante Jan's, Mom's older sister, had moved in with us to spend time, as she put it, what few days remained to me, though she was not very old. The house was already crowded by the earlier arrivals of Mama's other two sisters, Tante Bep and Tante Anna. Tante Jan took the second-story rooms of the front house. In the first room, she wrote the Christian tracts for which she was known all over Holland, and in the second, she received the well-to-do ladies who supported this work. For sleep, she partitioned off a cubicle just large enough to hold a bed. Above Tante Jan's 2 rooms were 4 small rooms. The first one was Tante Bep's. Behind it, strung like railroad compartments off a narrow aisle, were Tante Anna's, Betsy's, and our brother Willem's. 5 steps up from these rooms, in the second house behind, was Nolly's and my small room. Beneath us was Mama and Father's room, and beneath theirs the dining room with the kitchen off to the side. As I descended the steep stairs that morning when I was 6 on my first day of school, I had an awful feeling. How was I to leave this house above the watch shop, leave Mama and Father and the aunts, leave behind everything that was certain and well-loved? The school was only a block and a half away, and Nolly had gone there 2 years without difficulty. But Nolly was different from me. She was pretty and well-behaved. As I rounded the final curve of the stairway, the solution came to me, so clear and simple that I laughed out loud. I just would not go to school. I would stay here and help Tante Anna with the cooking. Mama would teach me to read, and I would never go into that strange building at all. Relief flooded me. Tante Bep, with her disapproving scowl, was the oldest of the aunts and the one we children liked least. For 30 years she had worked as a governess in wealthy families, and she continually compared our behavior with that of the youngsters she was used to. It was 8:12. Breakfast had already begun. 2 minutes late, cried Willem triumphantly. The Waller children were never late, said Tante Bep. But they're here, said Father, and the room is brighter. We sisters took our seats. I looked around the table, trying to decide which adult would be most enthusiastic about my decision to stay home. Father put a high importance on education. He had had to stop school to go to work in the watch shop, and though he had taught himself history, theology, and literature in 5 languages, he always regretted the missed schooling. He would want me to go, and whatever Father wanted, Mama wanted. Tante Anna? She had often told me she could not manage without me to run errands up and down the steep stairs. Since Mama was not strong, Tante Anna did the housework for our family of 9. She was the youngest of the 4 sisters, with a spirit as generous as Mama's. Yes, she would be my ally.